Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So let's have a look at SUI. There is something really interesting going on with the SUI. So let's have a look at it and let's break it down what is happening with the SUI and where the SUI could be headed. So this was my analysis in the last video and it seems like it worked really well. I thought it would recover, but it didn't and it went down, as you can see here. So as of now, I think there are a lot of good entries for the SUI. We'll also break that down. We'll also look at some of the really important things that are going on with the SUI as of now. So let's start with the big one. So they just dropped like this version 2 that improves faster and lighter SUI transactions processing. So this is really interesting, and the Mission Lab just dropped it like yesterday, or I think it was somewhere around 12 hours ago or something like that. So that's, I would say, so it was 8 hours ago, so that's really good. So basically this lowers latency up to 35%, so I would say that is a W. And as I said, there is something interesting going on with the SUI, and that is TVL and its ecosystem. So as of now, the SUI's ecosystem is doing surprisingly well, and these are mostly their meme tokens, as you can see here. Pretty much every meme token on the SUI as of now is up, and in theory it should help SUI as well, because as SUI is a layer 1 token, it is required, like the SUI itself is required for the trading on the SUI dexes. So I would say it should help SUI as its ecosystem is going up. But again, overall, that is what it is. Again, if you look here, we have this D-Agent AI with a surge over like 500% in the last like 24 hours. We have Hippo with a surge of over 200% in the last like 24 hours. There is, after that, Artify, again same thing. There is Sweat, as you can see, same thing. So overall, everything seems to be going up on the SUI, so I would say that is really interesting, as you can see here. So again, it should help SUI, but as of now, I think we have yet to see that impact on the SUI itself. Anyways, another interesting thing that is going on with the SUI, is its TVL. So I will just remove this. So if you look here, the SUI saw a sharp decline after hitting a TVL of like 2.62 billion. After that, it went as low as 1.5 billion, and in just like 2 days, it went back to that 2 billion mark. So that is, I think, something else. So that is a massive recovery. Although every other chain is going down in terms of TVL, but the SUI just saw a massive surge. Now, in terms of the DEX volume, we don't have that much growth, but the perpetual volume is doing really well on the SUI as of now as well. So the DEX volume is, as of now, like it's relatively low compared to October's level, as you can see. But overall, I would say it is like trying to go up. So that is a good, I would say that is a good thing for the SUI. Now, the last but not least, there is something going on with the SUI that should be really interesting. So that is like SUI's treasury. So basically, this is like SUI Group's holdings, and after that there is Line Group's holding. We have SUI Group holding is over at 100 million in SUI tokens, and it doesn't show, but again, I think this is really interesting as well. Now as of now, the issue with the SUI again is that the overall market is going down, and once the market recovers, I think there will be probably a pretty good surge from the SUI as well. But as of now, because of that overall market going down, the SUI has been struggling. Now, as of now, the only issue with the SUI would be that the competition is tough, and another issue with the SUI would be that there are monthly unlocks going on for these investors, such as Series A, Series B, and that seems like these are the culprits that are most likely taking the profit, and these are most likely I think that is the most likely reason why the SUI has been like looking a little bit shaky, I would say, as we have a pretty big like sell pressure. Again, it's not that bad compared to like 2024 March level, but again it is something. So if we look at like the token itself, as of now I think there is a pretty good support for the SUI. If the market does go down, I think we are looking at a retest as low as, I would say, like 1.76 to $6. That is, I think, without a doubt, a really good entry point for the SUI. And as of now, looking at how its like ecosystem is doing, I wouldn't be surprised if we see some kind of a small surge from the SUI as well. Again, I think even let's say even if a SUI makes a massive recovery, there this trend line is going to be a pretty big, I would say this trend line is going to be a pretty big resistance as well. And again, the same goes for this trend line as well. But again, as of now, I think even if we see a massive recovery, we will most likely eject on this trend line. That is a fact, I think. But as of now, I think once it hits like this level of 1.76 to 1.6, I think that is where we'll most likely see a pretty good buy pressure as well. But as of now, I think there is a possibility that we could see a really good recovery as well. At least I think it can go as high as $2.3 because of the ecosystem growth or the ecosystem trading happening here. Overall, I think it does also depends on overall total market cap of the crypto market as well, since we have a really good support at 2.98 trillion. As of now, the market is going down, but I think we'll most likely see a really good bounce back on somewhere around 3 trillion. So again, we still have like around 350 billion to share, but again I think that is a possibility that we'll most likely see a really good response here. So overall, I think SUI looks as of now really good, looking at the treasury growth as well as how its ecosystem is doing. But again, I think it does depends on overall market as well. But as long as it remains on this trend line, on this downtrend, I think it is going to be really hard for it to break out. So again, even if it does go up as of now, I think it will most likely eject here and will most likely make this low, and I think there is going to be a lot of buying happening around 1.6 to 1.76. Anyways, thanks for watching. I think I covered pretty much everything for the SUI. I will be back with more. Thank you. So again, if you're planning to like dollar cost average SUI, I think the first entry, again as I said, is going to be somewhere around 1.76, after that 1.6, and if you're willing to bet, I think like somewhere around, I would say 1.76, oh sorry 1.17, or something like, I would say 1.46, or like around $1 also seems to be a really good entry point. Again, it will take a lot of time before we see this correction, but if the market sees a massive dip, we will most likely go as low as $1. Anyways, thanks for watching. I will be back with more. Thank you.